Over the past half-century, the folks in this part of Massachusetts have watched the sea swallow their beach, foot by foot, year by year.
I have pictures of my kids down there, playing on the ocean, shooting up toward the cottages. The cottages were this big. And
because they were so
because you were so far out.
So they began fighting back with sand, trucked in by the ton a couple times a decade. Since the state refuses to restore dunes on private property, neighbors banded together to buy $600,000 worth of sand last month, thinking it would defend their homes for at least the next 3 years. But then came yet another freak storm at king tide, and over half of it washed away in a single day.
Everybody lost about 50% of what they put in.
In a day.
In less than a day, right. So, but they're sacrificial. Okay, so we call them sacrificial dunes. They did their job, only it cost us $300,000.
What do you think about long term? You got kids, you got grandkids. I mean, what does Salisbury Beach look like when you look at the sea level rise projections, the storm projections?
So I would tell you that back in the early 1970s, people were telling us that, by the year 2000, this beach would be gone. We're here in 2024. It's not gone. It's as long as you keep rebuilding, it's not going to go away.
Do you believe in climate change?
No.
Raising this? You don't believe in that?
No, I don't believe in that. No,
really?
I don't think it's climate change.
I wasn't a believer in global warming or ocean levels, but historically, there's no precedent to this. So, I'm willing to consider things that, previously I poo-pooed. I'm not sure.
Using the tides in the year 2000 as a baseline, the state is officially planning for up to a foot of sea level rise by 2030 and 4 feet by 2070. And Salisbury Beach is just one of 79 cities and towns in this state within coastal surge zones. Defending them all could cost billions.
So, there's hundreds of scientists within an hour drive of here warning us of what's happening when it comes to a warmer planet and what's going to happen to coastal communities like this. You don't believe them?
No,
or
I'm not a climate change guy. I believe that climate does have some effect, but I don't believe that this beach will be gone and destroyed 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
But will it take $1 million worth of sand every year to keep it at the current rate?
Hey, it might, but you've got you have $2 billion in property here. We just need the state to help with the funding to protect the properties. What do? Just say, okay, goodbye to $2 billion of property?